Have you ever heard about America's silent president, Calvin Coolidge? He served as the 30th President of the United States from 1923 to 1929. His reserved nature earned him the nickname Silent Cal, but his quiet demeanor shouldn't be mistaken for lack of conviction or impact. Coolidge played a pivotal role and is known for his humble beginnings, rise to power, and lasting impact on America. Can you guess the most surprising fact about his life that sets him apart from other presidents? Born on July 4, 1872, Calvin Coolidge grew up in a small rural community in Plymouth Notch, Vermont. He was the only surviving child of John Calvin Coolidge Sr., a farmer and storekeeper, and Victoria Josephine Moore, a homemaker. Calvin's upbringing taught him the values of hard work, integrity, and self-reliance, which would go on to shape his political career and approach to governance. Young Calvin attended the local one-room schoolhouse, where he was known for his diligence and determination. As a teenager, he was sent to the Black River Academy in Ludlow, Vermont, where he overcame his shyness and honed his debating skills. After graduating from Black River, Coolidge went on to attend Amherst College in Massachusetts. It was at Amherst that he excelled academically, immersing himself in political science, history, and economics. He also cultivated his exceptional public speaking skills, becoming a prominent member of the school's debate team. Upon graduating from Amherst College, Coolidge moved to Northampton, Massachusetts, where he apprenticed at a local law firm. Studying law under the guidance of experienced attorneys, he was admitted to the Massachusetts bar in 1897. Shortly thereafter, he opened his own law practice in Northampton, specializing in real estate law and serving the local community. While building his legal career, Coolidge became increasingly involved in local politics. He became a well-respected figure in the community, known for his honesty, integrity, and commitment to public service. Upon assuming office, President Coolidge was determined to restore public faith in the government after the scandals of the Harding administration. He prioritized fiscal responsibility, championing policies that reduced taxes, paid off the national debt, and limited government spending. Coolidge firmly believed in a free market economy and limited government intervention, arguing that prosperity would come from a hands-off approach. His economic policies, known as Coolidge prosperity, were marked by a period of sustained economic growth and low unemployment. He signed the Revenue Act of 1924, which lowered income tax rates and eliminated many surtaxes, as well as the Revenue Act of 1926, further reducing taxes and simplifying the tax code. These measures stimulated investment and contributed to the economic boom of the Roaring Twenties. Additionally, Coolidge signed the Air Commerce Act of 1926, which helped to establish the foundation for the modern aviation industry. While Coolidge's presidency is often remembered for its economic successes, he also made strides in other areas. He was a strong advocate for racial equality, giving speeches condemning racial discrimination and calling for an end to segregation. Coolidge also played a crucial role in granting U.S. citizenship to Native Americans by signing the Indian Citizenship Act of 1924. Furthermore, he worked to modernize the federal government by streamlining agencies and implementing new technologies, such as the use of automobiles for official transportation. In terms of foreign policy, Coolidge's administration focused on promoting peace and fostering international cooperation. He signed the Kellogg-Briand Pact in 1928, an agreement between the United States and several other nations to renounce war as a means of resolving disputes. While the pact ultimately proved to be ineffective in preventing future conflicts, it demonstrated Coolidge's commitment to pursuing diplomacy and peace on the world stages. Calvin Coolidge's personal life, though largely overshadowed by his political career, offers a fascinating glimpse into the man behind the presidency. In 1905, he married Grace Anna Goodhue, a kind-hearted and vivacious teacher at the Clark School for the Deaf in Northampton. Together, they formed a strong partnership that would endure the ups and downs of political life. The couple had two sons, John and Calvin Jr., and despite the demands of the presidency, the Coolidge family maintained a close-knit bond that sustained them through both triumphs and tragedies. Grace Coolidge played a vital role in her husband's life and career, often serving as a social bridge between the reserved president and the public. Her lively spirit, warmth, and keen sense of humor provided a valuable counterbalance to her husband's stoic demeanor. As the First Lady, Grace was an active participant in the social life of Washington, D.C., engaging with various charitable organizations and advocating for the needs of the deaf community. Her dedication to these causes and her unwavering support of her husband's career endeared her to the American public. In the midst of their time in the White House, the Coolidge family faced an unimaginable tragedy that would test their resilience and strength. Their younger son, Calvin Jr., contracted a severe blood infection after suffering a seemingly innocuous injury while playing tennis. Despite the swift attention of doctors, the infection proved to be fatal, and Calvin Jr. passed away at the tender age of 16. The entire nation mourned alongside the Coolidge family, united in grief for the young life that had been so suddenly extinguished. In the face of this overwhelming sorrow, President Coolidge and Grace demonstrated immense fortitude, continuing to fulfill their public duties and support one another through their private heartache. The story of the Coolidge family's tragedy serves as a poignant reminder of the resilience of the human spirit and the power of love and support in overcoming even the most devastating of losses. After completing his term in office and choosing not to seek re-election in 1928, Calvin Coolidge bid farewell to the White House and returned to private life. The transition from the previous category of personal life and tragedy demonstrates how the Coolidges, having faced immense challenges during their time in the public eye, stepped away from the spotlight to focus on their lives outside of politics. Retiring to his home in Northampton, Massachusetts, Coolidge remained an influential figure in American society, even outside the realm of politics. He used his intellect and experience to write newspaper columns and magazine articles, penning an autobiography that shed light on his personal journey and political career. Coolidge also shared his wisdom through speeches on various topics, ranging from economics to contemporary issues, and served on the boards of several corporations. As for Coolidge's presidential legacy, historians continue to debate the merits and shortcomings of his tenure. Some praise his fiscal responsibility, staunch advocacy for limited government intervention, and commitment to free market capitalism, crediting these principles with driving the economic prosperity of the Roaring Twenties. However, others argue that his administration's lack of regulation and oversight ultimately contributed to the Great Depression that followed. Despite the varying opinions on his presidency, there is no denying that Coolidge's life and career left a lasting impact on American history. His unyielding dedication to the principles he believed in and his stoic demeanor and quiet strength have made him an enduring figure. We hope you've enjoyed discovering the many dimensions of this influential leader. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We look forward to sharing more engaging content with you soon.